Hello and welcome to an exclusive interview here at the Daily Mirror. I'm your host Tasha Sejal, and our guest today is an extraordinary individual, a corporate vice president and the program director for new Vistas at HCL Technologies. She recently won the Weekwell Award organized by the Wall Street Journal for the business turnaround category, a jury drawn from Fortune 100 companies. With an extensive experience of more than 2 decades in business and human capital strategy, she has headed and primed global transformation initiatives at HCL. Currently, she is responsible for strategizing and operationalizing new HCL delivery centers through the New Vistas program. She was also the key architect of the HCL Foundation and HCL Grant initiatives. Widely admired among her peers for her unique leadership coaching abilities, she is dexterous in bringing together multiple stakeholders from diverse backgrounds to collaborate and deliver business results with unflinching integrity and values. She has been a key speaker at various international forums such as the UN, WBCSD, World Investment Forum, WEF, NASCOM, and CII, with a focus on leadership, human capital management through diversity, inclusion, and sustainability. She has published many papers and mentors research scholars. She holds a bachelor's degree in computer science and engineering from the National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, which has recognized her accomplishments through the Distinguished Alumna Award and an MBA in International Business Management from Ohio University. Please welcome Corporate Vice President and Program Director, New Vistas, Srimathi Shivashankar.
Thank you so much for those kind words and introductions. After this introduction, I feel really on top of the world.
Absolutely.
All pandemic times, and thank you so much. And glad you asked how I feel. I'm feeling very good. Though
Yes.
I'm wearing a blue sari, I don't feel blue at all.
Well, I really wish I would have been in the same room as you, but this will, of course, do for now until the times are a little better. But without further ado, let's talk about this great initiative. Please tell me, what are the key milestones HCL has reached within the first year of operations in Sri Lanka, and how has the journey been so far?
The journey has been fantastic because I remember coming here sometime around the 2019 to experience the country. However, the HCL management and leadership, after understanding the talent landscape, as well as how the government and various other stakeholders, including the Board of Investment Sri Lanka, were all happy to kind of support us. This is the first time we said, okay, here is a country which is worth exploring to grow, and is the right time to embrace the talent available there. Um, Available here, and that's exactly when sometime around the January 2020 we signed up an agreement with the BY to get our work started in Sri Lanka. When we were about to get the place and start working around the talent, the pandemic just set in. That was in March 2020. But we didn't stop. We said, here is a country of ingenuity. Here is a country which had always shown resilience. Looking at the history of the country, every person has shown resilience in some way or the other. We said, let's trust on the resilience and let us just get the work started. In September, we went live. That was a big pandemic, if you really see. The complete lockdown in the first few months. We got our first office site up in Orion. And there's no looking back till from then. We are about 1,000 employees within a short period of time. We have over 500 freshers from various colleges whom we have trained and onboarded. We have good skilled, experienced hires whom we have taken locally. A few expats from India who are the subject matter experts also traveled into Sri Lanka to provide training locally. Um, we have uh, we have we are very fortunate to get the Cinnamon Life office spaces where we will be expanding in the coming years. A lot of families join hands with us to enable their employees who have joined us. So I do feel a lot of warmth and gratitude for the families first. If not for them, I don't think the employees would have taken the bold step to say, yes, we will join HCL. It may be a new company. It's a time of pandemic, but here is the way to go. So I'm really grateful to the families first for helping us to be where we are today.
Absolutely. Despite everything, there's some great accomplishments over there. And amidst the whole situation, the pandemic situation, what are the challenges faced, and how did HCL manage to overcome them? Were there any other opportunities?
Yeah, quite a bit of challenges we still face. One is, of course, there's no FaceTime with any of the employees. There are no water cooler conversations. There are no face-to-face employee engagements. Many managers work in remote. People work in remote. A lot of knowledge, based trainings and anything around the process, customer orientation, everything is happening remote. So the team is virtually together, but not together, otherwise that you will find in an agile work environment. So that's like a great missing part because, when you want to start a family, you want to be together. You don't want to be in remote locations.
Yes.
So somehow, the families are working in remote, but I just hope they can all come together. Number two is to start the operations, right? A lot of stakeholders need to come together. We have vendors who supply the IT software, we have hardware, we have the interior designers, we have the architect, we have to import stuff, we have to work with various government authorities for moving papers, logistics. It's a perfect orchestration that is needed. So in the COVID, I think somehow the team just came together and made it happen.
Wow,
So
that's just amazing.
I think every morning you have a new challenge because you don't know when the lockdown would come into play.
That's
You don't
true.
know when the doors will get open. You don't know when the flights will become operational. And even if the flights are operational, you don't know from the country from where we are importing our stuff, whether those countries will open. So it was interesting to work in ambiguity, but end of the day, we are smiling.
Yes, and how would you define or compare the local talent in Sri Lanka with that of the region of India, who is our closest neighbor?
Yes. First of all, I think Sri Lanka has its own individuality. So I don't really want to compare our employees in Lanka with the rest of the world, right? We have our own individuality in Sri Lanka, and that is what I like to position and promote and advocate. What I find is there is a lot of genuineness when they join us, earnestness when they join us. People want to learn, they want to contribute, they want to also collaborate with the various other teams which are across the globe. There is this earnestness to learn, there's an earnestness to say, hey, you know what, I don't know about that culture, but I want to learn the new culture and grow. I think that is what we look for, right? People who are transparent about their needs. They are also vocal about things that they don't like. And they're very assertive when it comes to taking the first step to speak up. These are all the brilliant cultures, work culture that a company like HCL would always love to leverage. We stand for courage, care, and collaboration. And I see all the three elements in the workforce here. So I'm going to learn more. I think HCL would learn more about local culture and also see how um, we can leverage this culture in the larger global arena that we are working today.
Absolutely. And what are the available opportunities, would you say, Ms. Srimathi, at HCL for those who are looking to start fresh in the IT field and those wanting to progress further in their career? And why should they consider HCL?
HCL is, of course, one of the largest IT services company in the world, right? And we are ranked the best among all our competitors, among all our peers when it comes to various, IT streams and so on, right? So we are pretty much, there at the top, right? So, and we grow. We've been growing consistently, right? We are over 160,000 employees worldwide, catering to the Fortune 500 and the next 2,000 companies. So anyone who joins HCL means growth and opportunities, and not just only in HCL Lanka. There are many on-site opportunities as well when they demonstrate their performance and their capability to ideate and contribute towards our innovative solution. So there are tremendous opportunity to learn, grow, and expand their technical capabilities. That's where we are. And you name any IT stream, we are there. So there's no dearth for which technology that somebody want to embrace, whether it's engineering services, IT services, or infrastructure management services, or specifically digital, SAP, um, um, analytics. We are there, and we have all these jobs also available in Sri Lanka today.
Right. So now, so far as HCL has pretty much been around and done so many things, some great things as well. Have HCL been able to recruit and attract local talent required to suit the opportunities, or even fill the gaps in the category of jobs required by HCL?
To start with, yes, we have been able to identify the right kind of candidates, but we also know that we have to invest in the training and then we need to grow them, which we have already started doing very well. So we have the capability of building machine running in parallel to the recruitment. So they go hand in hand. We may get the near fit employees, train them, and staff. We may get the best fit employees and staff them directly. So we are doing all kinds of talent development while we are doing our recruitment today.
Quite insightful, I should say, Ms. Srimathi. Do you feel like, next year, or should I say the future ahead, are there any exciting plans HCL has lined up for Sri Lanka, or what should we look forward to? What are we to expect?
We're looking forward to continuous growth in here. As we go, we want to embrace the best practices of the nation, best talent practices, best everything. So I'm looking forward to a lot of collaboration from the local community to help HCL learn and achieve the vision that we have for Sri Lanka.
Thank you so much for your time and for talking to us, Ms. Srimathi Shivashankar. And I wish you all the very best of luck in the future, despite everything.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful interacting with you. Keep your smiles on. That's the only way to go miles. And
Absolutely.
also, my wishes to everybody in the Daily Mirror as well as to the families. Wish you best and stay blessed. Thank you.